all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. This is caught by Gibb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down. 36.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 95-56.
Flex by 4. Watch the run.
Kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some space here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they are definitely back on their heels after that run.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And this one's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike.
Now Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, switch gears. Over. Let him.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 48 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Winston. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Check 53's Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Easy. 53, Mike. Here we go. 53's the Mike. Easy. 6 man. Check curls.
3rd and long for Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 20, 25.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Let's go. Kill.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 57 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
and the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20! And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
To throw is Bridgewater. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the 31, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Jameis now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53's the Mike. 53, check 53. You ready?
On 3rd down, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready? 5-8. Silver. Watch the safety creep. You kill. Hey, wahoo! Sammy! Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Devin White, it'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
61, matchbox lights. Under. You're good. I full, ready.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
5-9. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Slam. 5-1.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready. Flags. What you got? Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Slam. Tight. Hey. Time on the 50. Let me go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike 53. You can't block me. Come on. Sunday. Check 24. Check. Green, triple T. Let's go.
To throw is Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. White 25. 53. Exit. Showing up.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's a gain of 3.
Third and short yardage, Winston. That's caught by Howard. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Winston now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And Brait, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Winston. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Marcus Davenport able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. On third down, here comes Barber. And he will be very very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on fourth and about a foot? Now on fourth and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Watch the eye. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try it now with Barber. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So give him the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. They'll run with Barber. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's make these babies crawl on the way back home. Check, 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 check. Hey, 5 on the 50.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 3, check 3. He's crashing. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Swing.
Winston keeps it himself. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run with Murray. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, easy. Right there.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. 8, read. Watch the ball, watch the ball. Alert, flare, alert, flare, flare, flare. Pilot, 64, read. Hard, hard.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He gets it to Thomas. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 26, 6, 6. Pull it high. Crash, crash.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it.
Check 31, check 31. Look at me, zipper. Go. Ready?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes. I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? You ready? 54. Over. Eleven. Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go. Hey, easy.
Breeze now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Check. Lucky. Hey, kill.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let him know, let him know.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21.
Number 53. Gotta do better.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 17, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. You go tank, you got tank.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson steps away to his left. Letting one go. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Rashad Penny, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Saints nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Bridgewater now. Thomas has got it. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 26-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Defense, let's get out the field, defense.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
At their own 2-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Too little, Captain. Whip. Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. They go with Murray again. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You got nothing. Check. Check 3. Check 3. Delta.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Ziggy Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Man, I got you. Check 13. Let's go. Come on.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about... the 13-yard line. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard.
He's got him in, complete. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Switch.
Play out. Bam.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go.
Touch 50.
Throwing again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. Still, that race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. The bottom line is Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the fourth team.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Ezekiel Ansah getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it, the defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Blue 15. 53 is the mic. Alert, 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 alert.
On second down, here's Penny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Rock it. Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
So here we go on fourth. Hill. The open man is Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready. 50 seconds. X3. 218. Chopper. 55.
Alert flare. 57's Mike 57.
We own. You're out. We own them.
36.
Now Hill looking looking to throw on first. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Breeze now to throw. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Breeze. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Breeze now gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
5-9. Sammy!
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
General West.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go with Kamara, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.